so difficult.
I can't help it.
Hey everyone, so we're doing the boyfriend tag. You guys have asked me to do it a numerous amount of times, and I'm finally getting around to do it. We had recorded one a while ago, but it did not come out amazing. It came out really bad because the questions were horrible questions. They had nothing to do with the relationship. They were like, what did you have for dinner? And it just, why would you ask those questions? It just had nothing to do with it. Anyways, besides the point, we found better questions, so we're going to answer those, and let's get started. Okay, so the first question is, where did we meet?
We met at middle school, right? Yeah, middle school.
Middle school.
Through friends of friends.
Yeah, through friends of friends. So it was, we kind of just met like, hey, this is whoever, and so it wasn't like a big formal thing. We just kind of met.
Yeah, we never spoke to each other either.
Yeah, we met each other and then never really talked to each other for the longest time. And we kind of re-met in high school. So, second question is, where was our first date? Well, we're horrible. We both have horrible memories. We've been together for 3 years, so we're not really great at details. So we both kind of don't remember. But
we did go to the movies.
I remember we did go to the movies, and at the first time we were dating, we went to the movies a lot. So I'm pretty sure we went to the movies and dinner or something like that, something basic. So yeah, probably one of those things. What was your first impression of me? I guess that's for the both of us,
You
right?
first.
Okay. My first impression of you was quiet, and it was true because he is. If you don't know him, he's quiet. He seems quiet, but if you know him, he's not. So.
Yeah. Well, my first impression of you was that you were talkative.
Yeah, I get that a lot. Yeah, so you can basically tell we're exact opposites, which we're both very aware of. So.
Very
opposite. The next question is, when did you meet the family?
Like right away.
Yeah, my family is very open and talkative, just like myself. So basically,
even before we started dating.
he actually met my parents before because we were really good friends for the longest time. We were really good friends because we both liked each other, but just didn't ever get around. Well, I liked him and I wanted him to ask me out, but then he never did. And then when he finally did, I was really skeptical. So it was just like we were good friends for a long time. I met his family. It took me a long time to meet your family. Actually, you were kind of.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't.
And that was like that week.
No, it was like a long time. No, because I didn't meet you. When I went to your house, was the first time I met your parents.
Oh yeah.
You were like hiding them from me.
I didn't.
You did.
Just never took you to my house.
Exactly. Number 5. Do I have any weird obsessions? If so, what? So
you have an obsession with Germ-X.
Okay.
And cleaning your hands.
I'm a bit of a germphobe sometimes, but not. I don't think it's that bad.
I do.
Well, you're the exact opposite. Like he'll like eat something off the floor, and I think that's disgusting.
No.
You have even like M&Ms. He's put like M&Ms in his nose, or I put the M&Ms in his nose, and I think he's gonna throw them away, but he eats them, so it's kind of gross. But I don't think I'm that bad. You're kind of. I don't know what your obsession is. I have to think about that.
I don't have an obsession. Do I?
I think you have an obsession with annoying me. Like you like to just mess with me.
Yeah.
I think anybody does. Really.
To annoy you?
Well, not to annoy. Well, you like to. You're kind of like a troll, in a way.
Pay the troll.
Pay the toll.
The toll.
Troll. Okay. Next question. How long have we been together? We already answered that. 3 years. Oh, ball and chain. I'm just kidding. No, we're gonna go on 4 in May. Our anniversary is in May, so yeah. The next question is, do we have any traditions, basically?
Not really, that we...
Well, if you consider traditions being like what we do on a regular basis, which is basically what a tradition is, I kind of just gave the definition of it. Every weekend we watch a movie. That's pretty much what we do a lot. We go to the movies a lot, so we're always pretty much up to date with that.
And every month we have to watch some random, awkward, weird movie.
Yeah,
that's mandatory.
We have a Netflix account, so what the ideal of it was to be, like 1 week I would choose a movie and another week he would choose a movie. So we'd get time for both of us to choose one and get to watch when we both appreciate what film we wanted to show. It's kind of like show and tell with a movie we discovered. But recently it's been all him, and he's been just showing me like foreign films from Asia and France, which I think are really cool. So we've been watching like what? Like
we watched Eraserhead 2 weeks ago.
Eraserhead, and what else?
We're gonna watch House.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. It's an Asian movie. And what we watched that movie, the one about the camera. What's it called?
I don't remember.
With the couple that gets recorded.
I don't remember. What was the other movie we watched that we just talked about earlier today? Trainspotting. That's a good movie.
Trainspotting
with Ewan McGregor. We were like
last month.
Yeah, last month. That's a good movie. So yeah, it's a really fun experience. I think I'm gonna take it back and start putting movies I want to see.
First road trip.
Our first road trip. That was actually very recent because we were so young. We're both 20, by the way. Because we're so young, we never ever got the time and like money and I guess opportunity to actually go do something on our own. Our first time was we went to Free Press Summerfest in Houston, and we went alone by ourselves. It was really fun because it was kind of like our own little road trip for ourselves. It was fun.
Yeah.
What was the first thing you noticed about me? So that goes for both of us, I guess. Do you want to go first?
Again, from the previous question, you talk a lot. That was the first thing I noticed. She just talks and talks.
I can talk people's gears off. It's a good thing I'm in the right major. The first thing I noticed about him was, I guess this is like the same question. This is like impression and notice is like the same thing.
Yeah.
The first thing I noticed was that you were just really quiet. I mean, he is fairly quiet, but I think he's a really good listener. It's because I'm a good talker, so he has to be a good listener. This would not work if it didn't happen that way, but it does. So okay, the next question is, what is my favorite restaurant? So it goes for the both of us, I guess.
We don't really have a favorite restaurant.
No, that's true. We don't.
We go to random restaurants sometimes.
Yeah. Well, we both like to experience new things. We don't like to be like the old married couple that goes to that one restaurant every Friday and does the same thing all the time. I think that's really boring, and I think you do too, right?
Yeah.
We wouldn't want to do that. So we'd like to try. We have favorites, but we don't go there all the time. We like to mix it up. Like we have favorite like places for pizza and favorite places for burgers and stuff. But there isn't one specific place we go to all the time. So that's kind of hard. This is a good one. What do we argue the most about? This is a good one.
What do we argue?
What don't we argue about? I think because we're so opposite, we argue a lot, but it's not to the point where we're like, we've never broken up, which I think is a good thing, because I think we're both really strong people individually. I'm very strong, and I'm very strong-willed about what I believe in, and so is he, about what he believes in. So when we argue about something, it's usually about our opinions, and it's usually arguing over who can talk louder than the other. So it gets frustrating, but it's not, I don't know, how would you say it? It's not like to the point where I hate you. It's like, just shut up and listen to me.
Yeah, but we argue, but it's not really, it's more like bickering.
Yeah.
If people look at us, they'll think we're fighting and we're gonna, kill each other, but to us it's just bickering.
Yeah.
Like, I'll mess with her and she starts yelling at me, but then she'll start messing with me and I'll start yelling at her.
Yeah.
But it's not really anything big.
Yeah, so it's like, and we quickly get over it. It's not like we hold grudges. Well, I think the longest we've gone without talking to each other was like...
A week.
Okay, next question. Where was I?
Who wears the pants in the relationship?
What? This question got real serious all of a sudden. Who wears the pants in the relationship? I don't know. Do you think I do?
Sometimes.
But I think you do too. I think we both kind of share them.
No, you don't like listening to me.
Well, you don't like listening to me. So there you go. It's like we fight over them. No one gets to wear them because we fight so much that who gets to wear them. So I don't think I think over certain topics, like, we both want to wear the pants more, but then, I mean, who doesn't want to wear the pants in the relationship? Yeah. You don't want to be, like, so submissive. Like I said, we're both really strong-willed people, so we don't...
I don't like her being a follower.
And I don't like him being a follower, so I'm always asking for his opinion. He's never asking me, but I give it anyway, so...
There's no reason to ask her.
Because I'm going to give it anyways. So, we don't really fight over the pants. Well, we do fight, but we don't ever wear it well, there's not one person who's wearing pants all the time. If I'm watching TV, what am I watching?
You'd be watching Dexter or whatever's on right now, like.
Yeah, I can watch pretty much anything, but like normally, like my favorite TV shows, he knows all of my favorite TV shows. You know them.
Dexter.
And what else?
Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah. Glee. I watch Glee.
Glee. I hate Glee.
He hates Glee, but I make him watch it. I love musicals.
Pushing Daisies. Well, you've been wanting to watch Pushing Daisies.
Yeah, I've watched Pushing Daisies a lot, but it's just they don't show it. It got canceled, but I still watch it all the time. For you, well, you don't really watch TV, but if you do watch TV, you're normally watching it with me, and both of us love to watch Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's like one of our favorite shows. Like I just love that show, and so does he. And then Arrested Development's really cool too. He got me interested in it. I actually was like totally resisting because I didn't think it was that funny, and then I finally watched it, and it's hilarious. So if you haven't seen those shows, they're hilarious. Okay, next, let's see. What is one food I don't like? I like everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm not really picky. You're picky a little bit.
Sometimes.
It's not that he doesn't like it. It's like he doesn't like gas or something.
Don't say that.
It's okay. It's normal. He just like there's things that don't sit with him well. So
I can eat anything. It's just that they upset my stomach. As much as I want to eat it, I can't eat it because it upsets my stomach. I can't say it.
Yeah, like it doesn't sit well with him, so he won't eat it. So it's not that he's picky. He just doesn't feel well.
Can't eat it.
What's next?
Size shoe.
What size shoe do I wear?
8.
Yeah, 8.5.
8.5.
You're close. 8.5, 9. You, I don't know, like 9.5.
Really?
10. I have no idea what size. I know what pants you wear and shirts, but I don't know shoes. 10.5.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, no. I always thought it was a 9 for some reason.
Tiny.
Oh, okay. Next question. What is my favorite kind of sandwich? That's a random question. These questions got real weird.
Toppings do you like on your pizza?
Well, you know that. I like standard.
You like olives?
What's the standard?
Just pepperoni.
And
cheese.
And?
That's it.
No, the standard. I always ordered a standard, and he should know what this is because it's always the same thing. And I call it standard. This is by my own.
Oh, it's her standard.
It's my standard.
Yeah.
If I said it to like a guy at a pizza place, like I need the standard, they'd be like, "What are you talking about, lady?" The standard to me is what I love: black olives, pepperoni, mushroom, and extra cheese. That's the standard to me. I love pizza. It's like it tastes good everywhere. But that's besides the point. My sandwich, he doesn't like sandwiches. Well, he does, but we won't go out to go get a sandwich because he'll always say, and I quote, "I can make a sandwich at home," end quote. So he doesn't. So he doesn't ever want to go to like Jason's Deli or Subway or anything because he's like, "I can make that at home." So we don't ever go get sandwiches. So that's the end of that question. What is one talent I have?
You can sell stuff like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, I can sell anything. But it's not. That sounds so horrible.
It's not bad.
It's not a bad thing. I don't know. I've always been this way, though. I'm very talkative, and I don't mean to do it. I honestly don't. It's just because when I show someone something, I get very excited, especially if I like the product or I like the book or whatever it is. Whatever it is. If I like it a lot, I get really excited and I want to tell everybody about it. And so when I'm telling them, I'll tell them a detailed description about it and tell them how much it is and all this other stuff, and then they'll be like, okay, what now? So every time I tell him about something, he's like, should I buy it? Like, what do you want me to do with that information? So it's a weird talent, but it works with my major. If you're curious what major is, it's PR and advertisement with a minor in graphic design, so works well. Your talent?
I'm talentless.
No, you have a talent. He does have a green thumb. He likes to plant stuff. He has a green thumb, let's just say that. So, what's next?
You can say I like botany.
He likes botany, if you know what that means. That sounds kind of, people don't really know.
Botany?
I like to call it herbology. I like to call it
It's not Harry Potter.
I like to call it herbology. He makes fun of me because it's a term they use in Harry Potter, but it's like herbs and spices and little plants. He likes to do that, and it's cool. I really do like. What is my favorite music? This is a good question.
A good question indeed.
Favorite music for you? If we're speaking of genres, that's easy. He likes death metal and black metal Um, particularly of the Norwegian type, and he also likes, he's very particular about his music actually, but of genres it's definitely black metal and dubstep. With dubstep it's definitely very particular too. There's only certain mixers that he likes. Producers, sorry. Myself?
You like, well, you kind of like almost the same kind of music I do. You like a lot of ambiency, down-tempo.
Yeah, but there's also
music. But you also like a lot of, upbeat, alternative kind of music. You like Phoenix, you like Radiohead, you like...
Yeah. But I think there's a lot you're missing. Because I don't know, I don't really play this around you, so it's kind of weird. You might...
Yeah, earlier she was playing some like 90s R&B.
It was Kate Nash.
Yeah.
But I definitely like jazz. Like the genres we both have in common is jazz. He likes dark jazz, and I like up tempo. Like Julie London and Billie Holiday jazz type stuff. But we have that in common. I think we both enjoy classical music too, like Bach and Beethoven.
I like opera.
And opera too. We both enjoy opera, so we have some common interests.
But I want to say it changes every day what we listen to.
Yeah,
like one day I'll be listening to, I don't know, Electric Wizard. You guys are familiar with that? I'll be listening to that. The next day I'll be listening to like JB Lenore. And then one day she'll be listening to Billie Holiday, and the next day she'll be listening to...
I don't know, like Radiohead or something. I have a secret obsession. Well, it's not very secretive, but a obsession with Radiohead, and like it's not very much of a secret actually. But so I'll listen to that. If I'm gonna listen to something, it's always mostly gonna be Radiohead, and then whatever else is in the mix. Okay, so next is what is my favorite sport? We should skip this because both of us are not. Well,
I have a favorite.
Well, he has a favorite sport team, but I don't watch anything that's athletic or anything that's sport. I just don't. I don't have anything to do with that, so I just don't watch it. But he used to play soccer for a long time. In fact, he was the captain of a soccer team for 3 years in high school, so he was pretty good. But that's like your sport, soccer.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. What is the color of my eyes? It's so easy. We're both brown.
Brown.
It's so plain. The next question is, what is something that I wish you didn't do? This is a good question.
I wish you didn't try to sell me stuff all the time. That's something I wish.
It's such a bad habit, but it's not intentional.
I like talking about stuff. I just don't like being advertised to.
One thing, I wish you wouldn't assume so much. You assume a lot about me, and it's very annoying because I don't like to be labeled. And I know it's easy to label a person, but I don't like for someone to predict the way I'm going to react to something because you don't know how I'm going to react because I'm not there yet. So he often does assume that I'm not going to like something or all those other things, and it just closes off opportunity to like it, and it kind of just taints it. It makes it taint.
Discourages you.
Yeah, it discourages me from actually liking it or enjoying it. So it's not very fun. The next question is where are we from? I say this all the time. We're both from Texas, southern Texas. And when I mean southern, I mean below San Antonio. People who live in San Antonio think they live in southern Texas, but they don't.
That's not South
Texas. It's like mid Texas. Second to last question. What can I spend hours doing?
Watching Dexter.
Yeah, no, watching any TV show. If I like something, I will literally watch it nonstop. I mean, when he first introduced me to Arrested Development, literally he came to my house, told me to watch it, like sat me down and said, "Watch the show, you're gonna love it." And I was so, no, I'm not having it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. And then he put it on, and I just got glued. And it was like about 10 when he left, and then, or no, like 11 or 12 or something like that. It was pretty late. But I stayed up the whole night watching that one season.
Didn't you call me that night too, like at 4
I called him like at 4 in the morning. I was like, I just finished one of the seasons, and he was like, "How did you do that?" Like, I just left a while ago. And I'm when I like something, I can't get enough of it, which is why Pushing Daisies saddens me because I want more of it. He can spend hours online. You can spend hours on the internet, but I can do the same thing. We're both...
Pretty much everyone can do that.
Yeah, pretty much anybody can stay on the internet, but it's specific websites. Like, he likes to research stuff, which I think is cool, because it's always fun facts with us. But he can spend hours looking at different things and learning different things about random stuff. Just learning different things.
Last week I was reading about. Remember I told you about the cannibals or whatever?
Oh yeah, like there's this. He'll come up to me randomly and like we'll be on campus and eating, and he'll be telling me like, oh, did you know that there was a certain cannibal family that would just lives in a cave. I don't know what you told me, but I was just like, where did you learn this? And he was like, oh, on this website. So it's kind of like fun facts with him sometimes, which is cool because I definitely like that. I like learning new things too. So last question for the long haul here. If I could live anywhere, where would it be? This is a good one. Because I always talk about where I want to live and where I want to have a house, and it's fairly easy to label me.
Well, you want to have a house in the forest, in the middle of the forest.
With what kind of house?
Glass house.
Well, yeah, basically a glass house. Like the house in, what is that movie? When a Stranger Calls? It's like this huge window. I hate that movie, but when I really don't like that movie. But the house is gorgeous. I love that like modern chic design. But every single room in the house has this massive window. Like basically one wall in each room is glass, and you can see out into the forest. I think that's beautiful. I love homes like that. That's the kind of house I want to live in one of these days. That
or anywhere in the UK?
Anywhere in the UK. Maybe, or the French countryside. I love the French countryside. I mean, I could only imagine. This just reminds me of like that movie with the recent Marie Antoinette movie with Kristen Dunst, where she lives in the French countryside and all those little baby goats, and it's just so cute.
Baby goats.
For you, I don't know. I like to say anywhere that I am. I don't think you really care.
Well, yeah, not really. I mean, I want to live in snow.
Yeah. Well, we both want to live somewhere. Yeah, I think that'd be cool to live in Norway too. They have forests in Norway.
Yeah, I like Norway just because of the music.
We definitely want to move very far away from Texas. That's
we're getting out of this Texas
state. Even if we move to like Ohio or something, I just want to get out of Texas. Texas is a good state. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, Texas is cool, but
we live in Texas all our lives. But sometimes you just need to get out somewhere. Okay, so that's the end of the questions. I hope that was interesting. I hope we didn't bore you to death because we're both very enthusiastic right now. So yeah, this is my boyfriend. Oh, we didn't even say your name. Hello. His name is Abel. So this was your long-awaited introduction to my boyfriend. I hope you guys enjoyed once again and had a great time watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.